If you really want to truly feel like a 1000 pierce bear and immortal bear, this is the build to play. So this is basically like an immortal Shrine Breaker playstyle. For damage, you got 280 on there now, magic damage. Plus 64 on the Sunfire, that's pretty big. And Scorch here, we've dealt quite a bit of damage already. I'm just I'm just taunting, I'm just dancing here. There's nothing they can do to stop me. They can try. There's not a damn thing they can do about it. They want to, but they know they can't. They don't want to because I have the Baron. I have the double buff. I have the whole breaker and the Baron buff. Alright, so if they're gonna focus there, I'm just gonna go ahead and push. I got the Jack super minions with me. I actually could go over here. That's probably what I'll do. I'll go over here and then I'll just end the game. Died there, but hey, we survived. We got the Warmog. We're gonna do the classic we call GG. Welcome back to another Shrine Breaker playstyle. This is gonna be called the Protean Breaker. So we're gonna be using that brand new Void tank item. So basically what makes this playstyle unique compared to the rest of them is we're going to be going Aftershock with it and conditioning. It's probably the only playstyle that I'm going to be running these runs. So we got Aftershock, Demolish, Conditioning, Overgrowth, Mana Flow Ban, Scorch. Now, the mythic item, Jak'Sho the Protean, I think that's how you pronounce it, basically does magic damage once you fully stack the mythic item. So it does magic damage around you, basically the enemies. So for that reason, we're going to be going Sunfire as the first item because it's cheap and you're dealing magic damage around you. So that combination, the Sunfire and the Protean item, it's just too good. So basically, that mythic, you're able to stack resistances, which is why we want Aftershock and Conditioning. So when you go in with your Q, you're gonna proc Aftershock and gain the resistance right off the bat, and then as you stack the mythic's resistances, you're just constantly, you know, difficult to kill. You have resistances right off the bat, and then you're scaling. You're stacking resistances, armor and magic resist, and then once that's fully stacked, you're burning everyone around you even more. You're draining their health on top of the, you know, the Sunfire, and you got Ignite. And here's the fun part. Scorch. You can see Shen here. Shen's actually doing quite a bit of damage here. Wow, I'm shocked. I think he actually might kill me here. Whoa. That's okay, not a big deal. We're gonna be a problem for Shen later on. But right now, I'm super impressed with Shen's damage. But anyway, Scorch is what I want to explain is you get the bonus magic damage. And this is quite a bit, so when we get Sunfire, I'm going to explain to you the magic damage stacks that you get on Sunfire is generally around this much anyway, around maybe 46, maybe 50, could be more, could be less. So basically, when you hit this every time with your W, so it's every second mark, you're going to be burning, extra burn. When you're tanky with aftershock, conditioning, and protean item, you're gonna constantly be able to activate this torch every second W. And this is mana flow ban is needed because if you're going to be using your abilities and be in the fight for that long, you're going to need mana. So as far as abilities go, we want to go E first, W, Q, max W, and then max Q second, and then E last. So I always get a classic in the push here, and I try to get it some extra damage on the target here. And also, the reason for doing this is because this is a dangerous spot. So if you hide in here, the jungler is going to be like, oh, he's not there, he's going to go somewhere else. Most likely. So you, with Shen, you want to make trades by, when your E is up, you always want to Q an E combo with him. Because he's just going to go in and disable everything on you. You're not able to cast your E to protect you. And blah blah blah. So that's what you want to try to do. You want to make sure your E is up. And once you hit him with that Q, the aftershock and the E combo both damage is a beautiful thing. Is they go off almost at the same time. Because once you cast your E and then Q, by the time your E lands, aftershock is gonna burst them. So you get all that magic damage while you're having all of the resistance, and the aftershock's damage is actually scales off health. So the more health you have, the greater the burst damage. And this playstyle is pretty much all about soaking damage. This playstyle is all about eating shots from the shrines and enemies that try to stop you. It's pretty much what you want to do with this playstyle is waste everybody's time and bait them in to try to kill you while everybody's focused on the objective. And then you're going to be able to go back in because he's so tanky. Oh my god, Shen messed up right there. Alright, looks like mid and jungle is out to get me. That's fine. Got some plates. We got a kill once we got some plates. Look like we're going to get away here. I don't know Leah's here, so it's just unlucky. I'm going to die here. So I like to play the Void skin, the 1000 Pierce Bear with it, just like the Rift Breaker playstyle. We're using it for this because the mythic item is a Void item. So it makes perfect sense with this. If you really want to truly feel like a 1000 Pierce Bear and an immortal bear, this is the build to play. So this is basically like an immortal Shrine Breaker playstyle. And what's unique about this playstyle is we're not going to be building Titanic right away. We're actually going to be building as a last item. So essentially what you want to do is you want to get a ton of resistance and a ton of health. And use Sunfire to proxy behind towers if you want to. Or slowly, get a big wave with it. And you also want to bait the enemies to come get you. So I'm going to show that in this game. Exactly what you want to do. So we're going to be building Protean after Sunfire, and then we're going to get Warmoth. And what that's going to do is increase the damage on Sunfire and Protean, and Aftershock as well. So you're going to constantly deal magic damage and be difficult to kill. So if you need to get out of a bad situation, all you have to do is kill someone, Q someone, and then get the bonus resistance. And, you know, run away with Ghost or charge back in. You're unkillable, pretty much. But early on, you're killable, but trust me, you're going to get stronger as the game goes on. Oh! There's that aftershock resistance. And I normally don't like to run Sunfires in my Shrine Breaker playstyle because it causes the tower to attack me and I take more damage. But in this particular playstyle is different because you have resistances. You can take tower shots, and armor is really good against towers. But the main reason why it works so well is because of the Protean, the mythic. You're stacking resistances when you hit the target, or as long as you're in combat. You actually don't have to hit them. Sunfire does the damage for you. It keeps you in the combat as long as you're around the enemies. You're gonna always keep that Protean item stacked. Jak'Sho the Protean. I think that's how you Protean. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not sure. You can let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I think it means having the ability to change form, I think, or something like that. I forgot what it means, but it's something of that nature, which makes sense. Because that's pretty much what the Void is. They're able to take shape or take form. Alright, so we got our Sunfire. Now this is what I want to talk about. You got 27 on here. Okay? 27 health magic damage. This is what I want to talk about with Scorch. You see here, 20 to 40 over the course of the game. So, you know, when you hit that, that's a lot of burn damage right off the bat, and then, you know, per second with Sunfire. And you're doing this every second mark. So it's like 10 seconds, right? So your W is 5, and then the next one is going to be the Scorch W. So it's a beautiful thing. When you have this much durability, you know, the later the game's on, the more durability you have, the more you're going to be able to use Scorch. And we got the resistances, but basically when we have the Protean item, it's gonna, once you stack resistances, you're gonna get like maybe a point or two. Which is kind of a big deal because with the Aftershock, it's even more, and then, you know, increases it by 3%. We got Overgrowth here, stacking more health, so you can deal more damage with those items, and as well as Aftershock. So you can pretty much do what you want. You can team fight if you want to, but my recommendation is you want to be an annoying split pusher, because once you get Warmogs, you're pretty much perma pushing at this point. You don't have to go back. You're basically Volibear's Butter Orange. You don't have to recall, because you got the regeneration, and then you got the mana here, as long as you're attacking champions, and you don't have to waste any mana either, because you have Sunfire. You can literally dance on the enemy wave, which I'm going to show you soon, since we got the Sunfire. Like Shaco's over here, taking this, that's good. He's going back. Looks like I'm going to be able to take his tower, maybe. There we go. Get a shit ton of gold off that, so we should be able to start working towards the mythic, and we'll get our boots. And this is the position you want to be in, where you have a healthy tower like this. This is really good for this build, because you're going to be able to sit here the entire game and just dance off the enemy's wave, and keep the pressure constantly, forcing Shen to stay here in outer team fights, and prevent him from ulting. He's gonna ult maybe occasionally, but you gotta, you know, keep that pressure on him, and he's never gonna be able to help his team. Otherwise, you're gonna punish him and take everything. So you can see here we got more resistance. You got 30 armor, 30 magic resist, 10 ability haste. You got more ability haste here, so that's 20. So that's really good for the W. And then of course when we get Warmog, that's gonna be another 10. And that's pretty much all you need. It's pretty much all you're using is your W. You're spamming your W. You don't really need to spam your Q and E as much because you only need one combo with the Aftershock, the Q. And then after that you're good because you're stacking the PROTEAN anyway at that point. So there's no point in having you know, the mythic. It's just like a engage kind of keystone where you start it off because you have to stack the PROTEAN mythic resistance. So when you charge in like a bursty team and without Aftershock, it can be kind of difficult to get the stack you need right off the bat. With Aftershock, you can get the resistance right off the bat and then get more. That's the whole point of that. Oh, yeah, you can't kill me here. I got Ignite, I got Ghost, there's the Aftershock. We're gonna do the classic SHRINE BREAKER combo there. And we'll start working on this tower. And the more health we get, the more damage we deal with Demolish. Everybody down here.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And you basically want to take some monster camps to feed overgrowth. That means you're going to get more health. So we get our health from this and from our rune stats. We got 103 right now based on level. So that's quite a bit. That's like another item worth. And then putting that damage straight on Sunfire, and then eventually when we get our mythic. Uh-oh, look like he's gonna waste that. I don't have enough juice to stay here. I need to go back and get my mythic. That's okay, we don't need it anyway, and Shaco's gonna get the dragon. Here we go. Here's the mythic item. Jak'Sho the PROTEAN. Alright, so basically, you can read it here. We got 167 already. Magic damage, that's a lot. Plus 36 here. And then we got Scorch, which he's already done 381 already. He got 34 on it. So all that combination of magic damage is pretty insane. Plus the Aftershock burst in combination with the E is just... That's quite a bit. And you're not even dealing any AP damage. That's the fun part. I mean, right now you are with the Doin's Ring, but you're basically going to be dealing 80 eventually when you get Hullbreaker and Titanic later. The majority of it is just health, regeneration, and resistances. And you're just using Sunfire and the PROTEAN magic damage. So this is where you can like dance on the wave if you want to. You can just stay here and dance. So we got Swifties. Slow resistance is really good on the Volibear, especially if you have Ghost. Makes it easy to get out of a bad situation or completely chase down the enemy and have more movement speed than them, because every single boot that is on the enemy team here, you're a lot faster, especially with Q being maxed up. So we're putting pressure here, that's all we're doing. We're not looking to kill him, but we're putting pressure so he doesn't help the enemy team. So they're trying to stop me. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I mean, what are they doing? They can't kill me. It's just crazy. It's Big Bear time. Yeah. Look at him. And I can just stay here and just dance on the wave while Sunfire, melts the minions down. And I can W the canyon just to make sure I secure that. But that's a lot of gold. Alright, so now we're looking to work on the Warmogs. So we're going to get that bracer for the regeneration. That's what we want. The regen is going to allow us to dance on the enemy wave and regenerate and stay in the lane longer. So now we got even more ability haste. So once you get Warmogs, you got 200% regeneration plus out of combat regeneration that regenerates your health to full. So that means when you see a situation where I'm running away from 3 and they decide to leave, they can't kill me, I can just regenerate and go back to pressure. And who knows what they're doing. They're probably recalling or they're like deciding to go over and fight for the dragon. I can continue to put the pressure on when I need to. Because a lot of times in my play styles, I might be low on health and I need to recall at a bad time when the dragon's up and I need to be here pushing up and putting pressure. This playstyle, you're definitely going to have enough sustain to be able to just stay here and just bait the enemy team to try to, stop you. And that's what you want to do. You can see Lee Sin's here. He should be at the dragon, right? That's pretty much what you want to do. And it looks like they're going to get it anyway because my team's not in the greatest shape right now. But eventually they will catch up.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Huh. So we're looking to make a play here. Maybe not. Gonna take this so we have vision on the Baron. So at this time, you could actually take the iron pot. Because usually, normally in my playstyles, I take the iron pot after Titanic. But with the Protean item, the mythic here, the more health you have, the more burn damage you deal. And also with Sunfire. So you can take that now if you wanted to. Plus the Warmog's going to give it even more health. And then you want to go Hull Breaker after Warmog's because of the regeneration, but also the bonus resistance. It's going to be really good for Aftershock and conditioning. And, you know, pretty much all the extra resistance that you're going to get from this mythic item. And you pretty much want to dance on the enemy wave and use the Hull Breaker Canyon buff to push, put pressure. And then use the Demolish to delete the tower once it's reached the that number. Basically what you do is you check Demolish, it says 1,400, right? And you click on this tower, and it says, when that health drops to that number, you can just delete it with Q. That's pretty much all you have to do. You don't have to have on-hit damage to be a Shrine Breaker. You can pretty much build this and just, you know, waste the enemy's time. It's a lot slower. It's definitely slower than the Rift Breaker. This one, you pretty much want this to be like a late gamer. Versus the Rift Breaker, you want to end the game as soon as possible because you have so much power, right? But this is like, the later the game goes, the tankier you become. So, and eventually once you get your Hull Breaker Titanic, you're going to deal a shit ton of damage and be difficult to stop at the Nexus Towers anyway. Alright, so now we got the Warmog. So you can see here we got 223 health per second out of combat. So that's pretty big. And then we look at the Protean, see the damage, 241 now. Plus the Sunfire is at 54. And our Scorch is at 38 currently, and it'll max out at 40 soon. So that's quite a bit. At this point, we're looking to build a Hull Breaker. Yeah, we don't have to push. We don't have to push at all. We're just like building a big wave. All we have to do is just dance around the enemy minions here. And as soon as you see Chen start to go help his team, that's where you can start pushing a little bit. And you can see he's starting to change his mind. But, oh no, I have to stop Volibear. I can't help my team, right? And that's where you can take your time and start dancing some more around the minions. Huh. And I see them, they look like they're going to try to stop me here. But watch, this is what I mean right here. With the Warmog, this is what you can do. So I see this, I know I need to get out of a bad situation here. I got Ghost. That's okay, got my E-Shield, boom. And watch this. I'm just going to regenerate, and I'm going to lap back around like I said. And continue the pressure. Because you got the dragon up. So that's what you want to do. So you see all that regeneration? And they just wasted their time. Probably wasted a bunch of abilities on me. So they're not going to be as effective in team fight as they should be. Now I go back to pressure. And Shen can't help his team. He can't ult in. And I'm going to make sure of it too. So it's pretty much up to my team to win that fight. But I'm just going to continue to pressure here. And this is what you want to do at this point. When you got Warmog, you can be more aggressive. You can actually start dealing damage to your tower like this, and then back off. And then you're just going to regenerate. And then you can do it again when Demolish is back up. Then there's nothing they can do about it. They're still fighting. So I'm just going to regenerate a bit, and then I'm going to go back in. Demolish should be up by now. Push the blade. Yeah, we don't care about killing. We don't care. We only care about one thing, and that's being tanky enough to take this tower, and there's nothing he can do about it. He can't kill me. There's nothing he can do. That's it. Bye-bye. I did my job. So I know everybody's going to be back here to try to help Mr. Shen over here. So, you know, we can do Baron if we want to. But I'm going to go back and get an item. Got 278. 75 actually. So it's pretty good. And our farm is pretty good too. 258. I have a feeling I'm going to get 300 CS by the end of it. Alright, so we got some drama going on here. So we're going to go here and maybe put up a fight. Our job is to try to work on getting... get this good little booger right here. The 80k. And we're basically trying to waste their time and try to prevent them to do a Baron at this point. So I'm going to try to single out and get this guy. Normally you want to kill the jungler, but he's pretty much kind of a dangerous threat for my build. So I'm going to stop him now. I don't know what he's doing here alone. Stomp. Alright, now we're going to kill everybody. You're unkillable at this point, they can't kill you. Ooh, nice dodge. You may not deal the most damage with your autos at all, but you're so tanky, and that's pretty much what you want to do with this build anyway. You just want to like stay in a fight and waste their time and just be tanky for your team. And use the shit ton of health you have with Demolish and take down the tower. And make them feel useless. Make them feel like they're just impossible to kill. You're immortal at this point. So now we got the Hull Breaker. Look at the resistance. Got even more. So we got conditioning here. Aftershock. Look at the bonuses there. It's a pretty big deal. He's soaking a lot of damage. I have a feeling by the end of his game, I'm actually going to have the highest damage and probably the highest damage taken. And probably the highest damage on the towers as well. I don't care about all that. I'm just going to keep pushing. Eventually they're going to have to stop me. Nobody's doing Baron when the bear is right here. Alright, I see them coming. I'm going to get away. Yeah, they're not going to be able to kill me here. So they're going to the Baron, so I'm going to, so you got two here. So I'm going to cut them off. And what you want to do is prevent any more coming to the Baron. So at this point, so I'm looking to lock down Liliana here. Oh. Yeah, Aftershock and E combo. That's fine. I'm going to go push mid, I think. Actually, I'm going to go over here since they're all over here. I'm gonna see if I can make a play. This is wooded, so they know I'm here. Well, no, that's our wood. So they don't know I'm here. Boom. Should be able to ult. Boom. Got a kill. I'm gonna get out with my ghost. Actually, I don't have my ghost, do I? Yeah, I don't have my ghost. it just came back, actually. So, we got out of there, no problem. Because we're so tanky and we regenerate with the Warmog. And we keep putting the pressure on the map. See, I can dance on this enemy wave. We're chilling. How are we doing there? 284. Oh, almost 300 CS. We should be able to dive this way on it, no problem. Not afraid of any damage. We want to take the damage from the towers. So take this and back off. I don't want them touching those towers. I want my Shrine Breaker moment. We're focused on Baron. Alright, I'm gonna get this item right here. It's gonna make clearing a lot faster if I have to. Since we already have the inhibitors down. If I want to, I can end the game at any point. And this item here is gonna help clear, but you know, you already have a lot of clear power with Sunfire. But this in combination is gonna be really good. And even more so when you get Titanic. So we also have the Iron Pot here. We have how much? I don't know, we have like 300 or so, or 300, 350, 300, somewhere in that range. The extra damage, we got 280 on there now, magic damage. Plus 64 on the Sunfire, that's pretty big. And Scorch here, we've dealt quite a bit of damage already. I'm just taunting, I'm just dancing here. There's nothing they can do to stop me. They can try. There's not a damn thing they can do about it. They want to, but they know they can't. And I don't have my thumbs up either. They could if they wanted to. They don't want to because I have the Baron. I have the double buff. I have the whole breaker and the Baron buff. Alright, so if they're gonna focus there, I'm just gonna go ahead and push. So I got the Jack super minions with me. I actually could go over here. That's probably what I'll do. I'll go over here and then I'll just end the game. Yep. So I'm gonna go over here and end the game. Boom! And demolish. I'm gonna go in here with my combo here. Boom. We almost died there, but hey, we survived. We got the Warmog. I'm gonna do the classic we call GG. I mean, it's pretty crazy. You saw, like, I was being chased around by the jungle and mid. They were constantly camping my lane early. Of course, I died maybe 1 or 2 times or whatever. But as I got stronger, I mean, they couldn't do anything about it. And all you have to do is just have these 3 items here. And you can pretty much perma pressure the lane because you got so much sustain durability. And there's nothing they can do about it. And you get the whole Breaker Titanic, it's game over. So this is the Protean Breaker, guys. So check it out in my guide if you want to learn more about it. And you can see the damage here. I did the most damage. Tower damage, yep, most tower damage. Objectives, if we got the rifts, it would be high, but this right here, of course, that's going to be above and beyond. I mean, it's just crazy with Aftershock. So there's the runes. This is pretty much what I like to run with this playstyle. So use that Aftershock with the Protean Mythic and the Sunfire, and you got conditioning in there. You basically want to dive towers and soak in the damage. That's what you want to do. And you want to perma pressure the lane when you get the Warmog. And you can proxy behind the tower if you want to with the Sunfire. Just dance on the enemy wave. What you want to do is you want to turn off auto attacks settings or whatever and just not auto attack at all. You just dance and burn everything around you. And all you have to do is just W spam and use that mana flow ban. And all you need is one Q and E combo, Aftershock, and W spam the rest of the way, and you're good. And you're gonna get that scorch every 10 seconds with your second W. It's a beautiful playstyle. It might work very well in the jungle, especially starting out with Sunfire. That does extra damage to monsters. So this straight into this is going to be really good. And then, Warmog's just going to increase that burn damage. Hey, I love it. It's one of my favorite playstyles so far. So give it a shot.